The Ripple Effect.
Welcome to another episode of Ripple Effect Plus. It's a rainy day, the kind that slows everything down and reminds us to reflect. But even in the downpour, we've got some sunshine for you. A legendary guest, a man who's a force of nature in his own right, a fantastic artist, a creator of worlds, and a beacon of love and light. Mr. Barrett Yakubian joins us today. We're diving into his journey, his passions, and what drives his art and soul.
It's a beacon of light, not a bacon of light. Bacon is what you eat. Okay?
Maybe I wanted to say the bacon.
I'm the bacon of light.
Are you vegetarian, right?
Yeah, these days, not so much.
Which days?
The last year, not so much.
But last week you ate something, you ate souffle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing I've been thinking about is inauthenticity, in other words, fakeness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
And, many people have touched on this before, but at this time, at this moment in time, so much is fake, so much is fugazi, and it has been for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So politics is fake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's theater. We all know, like anyone with half a brain knows, the money men behind them are dictating everything. Okay.
This is what we have learned last 100 years, right?
Yeah, I mean, everyone knew this for, a lot of people have known this for decades,
Mm-hmm.
and longer. But now it's extremely apparent, and my philosophy has become, look, everything, like there's so many things in business, in politics, in so many, technology, social media, blah, blah. All of these things are fake.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of doing what people do, which is wallow in the negativity of this whole situation, I decided to think about what's the solution. Okay. And the solution, and I'm speaking to my audience, the solution is you. You are the solution. You are the only thing that is there. So it's all up to you. None of these politicians or even the people above them give a fuck about you. They don't care. Stop talking about politics. This is what I say. Stop talking about politics, because this it's all bullshit. Look at the things in your life that matter. Make your money. Look at your wife. Look at your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your child. The things that are in front of you, the things that really matter. Love, all of these things. These are the things that matter. Eating good food, going out in nature, exercising, whatever it is. Okay, these are the things that are truly important to your life and actually make a huge difference in your life. Much bigger than politics.
So you believe that we should not vote every 4 years, but every day, for example?
No. What you mean for politicians?
For everything.
No, I think you don't change anything with a ballot poll.
What I believe that nowadays is not the borders actually going to be important, but the geography, because the geography, the global warming is coming. The weather is.
It's here.
In this summer, it was like 46.
Yeah, it was
50,
nuclear.
50, it was a nuclear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe that we need to consider geography.
That's one of the things which is very
Regional.
important. Yeah.
Like ecological.
It's home, Refile. This beautiful blue-green ball, as George Carlin put it, that's just floating around the sun. It's our home, man.
It is.
Look at nature. Realize this is the only fight that's worth you engaging in. Because everything else is fake.
So when we move into blockchain
Yeah.
soon, it will be more secure and transparent to see everyone's wallet anytime you want. And it will be secure and safe and transparent to vote every day. And this will change the local policies quickly
Yeah.
and implementations. What do you think?
Yeah, but which politician in their right mind is going to set up or which whatever companies that are behind them are going to set up a thing for an everyday voting system?
We will be able to rule the country as people. We will not need politicians. We will need some professionals.
No. Man, you are professionals. What, to go against the establishment?
I believe it's easy to blame politicians because we elect them and we were expecting them to do some, and they didn't do anything, and they're cheating. This time, we will be responsible from the actions.
All right. So
did you get it?
I do. You know Jim Jeffries, the comedian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He said, he was talking about the Second Amendment. He has a very famous, it's probably his most famous bit because it's very controversial, about the Second Amendment in America, the right to bear arms, to have guns. Okay? Now, at the time, George Washington and all that, it made sense for people to have weapons because the government still had weapons. Because the main reason the Second Amendment was actually created is not what you think. It was created because he thought if the future governments end up being a bunch of assholes, the people have arms so they can rebel. Now, as Jim Jeffries says, you're taking a gun to a drone fight. It's not the same game anymore. You have to make it individualistic.
Okay.
Individualistic. And I'll give you a bit of a tip for the future. Risk management for maybe a year or two will be it's the spearhead of economics now. It's the tip of economics. It will be, for the next 2 years or so, it will be the last aspect of old school economics as we've known it all our life. And then blockchain will come, and everything else, the old system of economics will disappear.
And when the old economical system will disappear, then the capitalism will end, and we will not need any risk measurements, or we will not need any insurance system,
or traditional accounting or anything.
Exactly.
Auditing, anything.
Exactly. So we need to focus on blockchain, I believe, to record everything, because this is something like, listen, you have a wallet on blockchain, okay? I can see that wallet. I have a vote on blockchain, on political system, or actions, let's call it, not the political system, actions. Actions on environment, actions on water supply, actions on electric power productions, and so on and so on, okay? And I can change my vote within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And this can change the decision
of
the country.
Yeah.
So that's the future.
Yeah.
So I was walking in Old Nicosia, and I saw a friend, and we started talking about the family you just mentioned in the song.
Yeah.
And he told me that, in Cyprus, the people, they're getting married, and they are finding whatever they surprise.
Yeah, whatever they end up with.
Whatever they end up with by the help of their parents, most probably. Okay, they live together, but everyone is a fuck buddy. What is fuck buddy, man? What's going on?
Well, look, I think that every country has its own...
Fuck buddies?
No.
What?
I think every country has its own mental illness. Okay. And I believe that Cyprus's mental illness is the complete inability to communicate, including their wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
You're right.
This is why, because they can't communicate with anyone. Forget, an intimate relationship, which is even more intense.
But as long as you smile and you show your love to them, they open up, and they...
You need to really enjoy the companionship that you have with... Let's talk from a straight man's point of view, okay? You're going to get old, whatever.
It's all about finding someone to talk, right?
Now, these guys, the reason why there's so many fuck buddies is because of zero communication They go and they find a hooker or whatever, and the menu almost always.
What do you mean? I mean, what describes fuck buddy?
Fuck buddy is
But
when
you said hookers. I mean,
whatever. A fuck buddy, a hooker, whatever. It doesn't
I don't think hooker can be a...
Oh yeah, a lot of guys go to hookers. Well, look, it is my belief that if you want to go outside the marriage,
Okay.
it has to be discussed with your wife. And that also means that if she wants to go outside the marriage, she also has the right.
But why you're single?
Yes.
So do you have a right to have fuck buddies?
Yes.
More than married man?
I believe so.
Then what's the purpose of fuck buddy? Which church are you representing today in our...
I am an agnostic, and you know that very well.
Agnostic. First time I see you defending family and calling others hookers and the age of 40. What's going on by
No,
that?
I mean actual hookers or fuck buddies or whatever. They're two different things. I realize that.
Are you blaming those people who have fuck buddies?
If their woman doesn't know,
But I assume that they are all single men.
oh yeah, go do whatever you want.
Okay, so there's no problem with fuck buddies. All right, okay.
Absolutely.
Affairs during your marriage, and welcome, Mr. Barrett.
Come on, man.
The Pope, the great Vatican is introducing the new Pope from Cyprus, Barrett Jacobian, yes.
You know that.
We all know, he said we know. That means?
I don't know.
So, okay,
I just made it up.
you just made it up.
Yeah.
Keep on.
I don't know. Ave hisamina nila vovo.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I went to Italy.
Yeah. Oh my
And
God, Italian women.
Yeah, not Italian. Oh, come on. I mean,
No, I've been there.
Venice,
I've been to so
Florence,
many
North
places in
Italy.
Italy. They are the reason sin exists, man.
You walk
gorgeous.
10 meters and you see a sculpture by
Yeah.
Michelangelo.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Magic. So a friend of mine texts me, you should go there with your fuck buddy, not with the family.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it was a joke, but at one point, there are limited things that you can do. You know, like, you don't think about sex when you're watering the garden,
Okay.
all right? The smell,
Yeah.
music, huh?
I don't know. Maybe some perverts get a big heart on when they water their garden.
No, Barrett, when was the last time?
All right, I'm kidding. Tell me.
It
Continue.
was 1957, I think you got laid.
No, it wasn't. Continue.
59?
No.
So there are certain things that actually you can talk with your fuck buddy.
Well, if you have the need to talk to your fuck buddy about things that you cannot talk to your wife or regular girlfriend, if you can't talk about them with her, then there's a problem. There's a
Because
problem.
you said we have a problem of communication.
Yes, there's a problem.
And then if you have a communication problem, then you have a problem with everybody.
Yes.
So what is the relationship with fuck buddy?
Look,
They have a problem because the communication is a problem. That's why they have a fuck buddy. But when they have a fuck buddy, then this problem will occur again, and it's not going to change anything. You know?
Yeah,
If you don't know how to drive a car, any car you drive will not lead you into this perfect sliding.
You're absolutely right. And let me put it in a different way. What you said, okay? If you have a wife or a regular girl
Or boy,
whatever,
you know,
and you have a fuck buddy on the side,
respect to LGBT
yes,
community
respect,
here.
respect,
Do all respect.
rainbows forever. And but if you have that, if you have the regular thing and you also have the fuck buddy, it means, in my opinion, that you're not establishing full communication with your regular girl. And also, she is maybe not doing things sexually that you would like her to do.
That means that you have no any fantasy to share.
If there's more communication between, in this case, couples, if there's better communication, more laughter, more in-depth, whatever pleases you, even if it's silly things, but you enjoy silly things together, it doesn't matter. As long as the communication is there, it's cool.
It can be with anyone then.
Yes, anyone can love anyone.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Anyone can love.
Anyone can love anyone, but not everyone can maintain the communication with that person.
Too long. We need a t-shirt for that. So.
Okay. Anyone can love anyone.
Thank you.
The Ripple Effect.